Oh man, every time I'm out drinking at midnight, a lower leg injury just flares up, hillbilly monkey. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I see what you're doing here, cause he didn't play in the game, and this guy, he got paid all that money, and he's out drinking, right?
Yeah, you better believe it. Indiana is burning from the inside out. This place is a train wreck, and if you don't think so, join me on this episode. Let's get into it.
Pretty simple, I win.
For three on the way.
Hello guys, and welcome to Indiana Sports Connection. I am your residential anchor, Aaron. Thank you so much for being here and being part of this community. So I'm going to tell you, this basketball team, they just keep serving up cement mixer ball after cement mixer ball, and us down here at youtube.com, we're hitting them out of the park, okay? Because this day and age, you can't be on a basketball team that looks like they don't give a flying you-know-what, bruh, and be out drinking late at night, miss the game, get paid $2 million, and not face some type of criticism. And if you want to be one of those people, it's like, oh, they're just college kids, and they're just trying to do... You can be one of those people. But you know what? These guys are here to do a specific job. And do I think other guys drank at Indiana? Yes, I do. Were there cameras everywhere back then? You're a product of your time. You're a product of your time. We'll get into talking about all that. Hit that subscribe button down below if this is your first time here. Thank you so much for joining me on Indiana Sports Connection. And the video is brought to you by BetUS. Use my promo code Indiana125 to save 125% on your first 3 deposits from BetUS. And also 10% of the AdSense revenue from this channel is going to T2T.org. And I gave a check for over $300. I have to put that into my edit somehow here to show you guys all of the work. Thank you so much to everybody out there, because December has by far been the biggest month for Indiana Sports Connection. We have over 100,000 views in the past few weeks. So thank you so much to all of you for that. We wouldn't have not given all that money to them if it wasn't for all of you out there watching these videos. So thank you. And this video, pump this out to all your friends, all of Hoosier Nation, and people all over college basketball, because look, Indiana is burning from the inside out. And you know what? We all can be the accountability police, because this shit shouldn't fly. This is Indiana Hoosier basketball. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's pump this video out. Without further ado, let's get into talking about the Indiana Hoosiers. Alrighty. So, Hillbilly Monkey, what do you think about this? And this guy, he's laughing about this. I think he thinks it's a big joke, but we're going to get into those clips in a minute and what Mike Woodson had to say about his situation down there already. So he's got a situation, and I'll tell you what, if it was a situation with me, he would be trying to get this foot out of his ass. That would be the situation if I was involved.
Fun time is over.
So where was I for fun time?
What do we make of this? What do we make of this game? It's the end of the non-conference schedule. So if I was a senior on a team and I gave a shit, you know what I would do? I'd really be trying to rally my team around this last non-conference game so we could be like, guys, let's get some continuity, because, it's going to be Rutgers. It's a death row of games coming up here. The beginning of the Big Ten schedule is rather weak for Indiana because they play Rutgers and USC, but right after that, it ramps up and gets really, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy in the Big Ten. You got this guy. He's out drinking, doesn't give a crap. And Hillbilly Monkey, what did Mike Woodson have to say after the game there? Let's roll that clip.
And how much lead time did you have to prepare for it?
Well, I'm not going to address that, but didn't have a lot of lead time. But that doesn't matter. We guys that are in uniform and got to play. And he didn't play tonight. We'll sit down tomorrow and address his situation and get ready for Rutgers.
They're going to sit down tomorrow. They're going to discuss his situation. I think we know what that means for Mike Whitson, from what guys who punched people in the nuts and drove their car on Kirkwood 90 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. Taco and Baco getting his tacos at 2 a.m. and yelling us up. We can make excuses. We can put any of these in a vacuum and make one excuse, but there is a big time culture problem at Indiana. Imagine this happening on the football team. Curt Cignetti would straight up rocket this guy right out of Bloomington. That is exactly what would happen. But is that going to happen with the basketball team? No, you can already tell in that press conference. He's trying to cover it up a little bit.
Well, I'm not going to really talk about it.
You should. This guy's getting paid all this money. Put him on blast. And then he has the nerve to look at him down here. What is he talking about with Dallas James? What is he talking about with Dallas James down here on the court? Hillbilly Monkey. I wonder, what was so funny? Because I'll tell you, when I saw him there laughing, I just want to go down there and just smack him right in the face. I'm telling you, it just pissed me off so bad. I mean, I'm going to tell you, like, this is the stuff when you're an Indiana fan that just drives you mad, does it not? Roll that clip, Hillbilly Monkey. What were they saying down there on the sideline?
I tell you what, man, you down there slapping that pussy last night. I see you down there. Oh, and do you think this is a punishment? Oh, now I get to sit down? This is what I wanted the whole time. Ha, ha, ha.
I ain't getting no pussy last night. We can tell Indiana is burning. And let's go past that and let's look at the stats from the Winthrop game, because it was just a clunker of a game. I'll tell you, I was thinking about this movie because I watched the movie Family Man, which is a great Christmas movie about what your life could be like if you chose this or chose that. And I was thinking, this team, you just get a glimpse. You get a glimpse of this team. Like, you'll see a play or two. And even early in the game, I thought, they'll play good for maybe a minute. They'll have like one good possession, then 3 bad possessions. Then maybe they'll play defense one time, good, and then they'll take defense off for 5 possessions. They're really just satisfied with kind of going through the motions. When guys are off ball, you just see them not engaged really defensively. And then when the ball comes to their guy, they're suddenly like, okay, now I'm going to play defense. And the guy just goes right around them. You never see guys cut people off baseline. I mean, the end line, put your foot on the end line and cut people off from driving. Indiana just cannot stop straight line drivers. Carlisle is a guy who over the summer, I mean, I got in a few arguments with people in the comments, and I love all the comments. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think of this team. But it's like this guy just, he has really regressed. And here's what Mike Woodson had to say about him after the game.
With Carlisle, I think he's 23% now in the year from 3. I know you're expecting him to be a big part of this team offensively. What have you seen maybe that's caused his struggles, and what can you do to maybe get him going moving forward?
He's not the only one. I mean, at one point, we were shooting 37% from the three-point line, shooting 78 from the free throw line. So, life was pretty good. So I know it's there. We just gotta go back and find it. And it starts against Rutgers.
Guys, leave your comments down below. When this video hits 1,900 subscribers, I will be giving away a shirt, and I will pick one of the comments on this video will win one of the shirts from Rally House. Thank you. Back to the video. See, I hate these responses from Mike Woodson where he does try to like spin something negative into a positive, but he never looks at the reality right now is that guy can't shoot from the outside. And I don't know, is he putting up 500 shots a day? Is he putting up 300 shots a day? I mean, people should watch these videos about Kobe Bryant and how this guy worked his ass off, because that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Let's look at these stats. And I'm going to tell you, Mr. Empty Stat Guy, Malik Renew, and very disappointing game for Malik Renew, because Langdon Hatton really goes out there and plays, gets 11 rebounds, And this guy, player of the game, Langdon Hatton, that comes from Bellarmine, plays better than Malik Renew. Malik Renew gets 2 fouls early, and he goes out, I think at around 18-minute mark. And then he comes back in the second half. At the 2 minutes into the second half, he gets his 3rd foul. He gets his 4th foul with about 5 minutes left, goes out, and then comes back in. But Malik Renew this is his 49th game that he's played at Indiana. Okay, when is he ever going to figure it out? The one play under the basket where he's going up for the rebound. He comes down, the ball goes to the other guy, and he just kind of throws his arm and shoulder into the guy. At first, it looked like, well, that was a ticky-tack foul. And then when you went back and looked at it under the basket, you're like, it was just really, really stupid. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, he's just one of the stupidest players. He's like empty stat guy. He really is. If he gets 18 points and whatever, it's like he gets his points. He doesn't play any defense. If he gets 18 points, he's giving up 60 under the basket. This guy is on the business end of a lot of dunks. Let's look at the overall stats, because the 3-point shooting, and I know we have begged Indiana to shoot more 3-pointers, and then you see a game like this and you're like, maybe they shouldn't shoot any. If they shot 3, they would have been 33%. They shot 20. They were 5%. So let's look at that, the stat line here, because 45% from the field, 1 of 20 on threes, and 16 of 24 from the free throw line. That's not great. I mean, that is the glaring stat out of all of these that really stand out, because, I mean, although the team doesn't play with like any type of connectiveness. You know, Miles Rice had a good game this game, but he'll have like several games where he doesn't play well. I was listening to Todd Leary the other day, and I thought this was a really great point. It's like in basketball, you'd rather a guy score 10 points a game and you can rely on him scoring 10 points a game than to have a guy that scores like 21 game and then scores 3 in the next. And we have a whole bunch of guys that do that. Not only Rice does that, Mbako does that. Renew gets himself into foul trouble, so he's not reliable. Oumar Ball, he's he's out drinking. He don't give a rat's ass what happens. I don't know. Did we already pay this guy? Can we just tell this guy to leave and just not pay him the rest of the money? I mean, I know we're Hoosier hospitality, but let's just get rid of this guy. Just tell him to take a hike. Who else? I mean, Carlisle, wildly inconsistent. Whether or not, I mean, he's had some injuries and he's just not out there. Cups, Newton, we thought these guys would play, both injured. Galloway, so inconsistent. Galloway has gotten more inconsistent the more he's played for Mike Woodson. Leo plays in this game. Leo just doesn't give you a whole lot. You can say he's smarter on defense. He's this. You can't have Luke Goody and Anthony Leo be two completely unathletic guys be like your main leaders on the team. You just can't. Luke Goody can't hit threes. What's the deal with that?
I'm thinking, is that the same old lady who says, I've fallen and I can't get up?
I mean, this team, Mike Woodson is burning from the inside out, and this team is just burning itself up from the inside out. We got Rutgers in just a few days, and that's going to really tell the tale. Is this team saving up all their bullets to play in the Big Ten? We shall see. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think about all of this. And Hillbilly Monkey, what did you think of that game? What did you take from what you watched out there?
Carved from the sands of the Wabash River and formed into a monkey lamp that's sold at Home Goods. It's the Hillbilly Monkey Perspective on Indiana Sports Connection. Oh, I'll tell you, Miles Rice, he played better without that big space heater underneath the basket. I mean, Oumar Ball, he can't move. He can't move fast. He can't move fast to get out of the way of somebody taking a picture, and he certainly can't move fast enough to get out of the way when somebody's driving down in the lane. So take that space heater, take him,
put a stamp on him and send him packing because we don't need it. Look, Malik Renew, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be a junior on this team, some kind of leader. Well, you and Mbako and whoever else, Galloway, that are supposed to be the main guys on this team, you gotta get your heads are squarely up your ass so far. I mean, that I would make these guys practice without balls. Practice without balls, okay? We ain't playing no offense in practice ever, okay? You guys got offense down. You've been practicing offense your whole life. We're only gonna practice defense. That's a damn good idea. You know what? Me and him, we were talking about this earlier. My second grade coach made us do that because all second graders want to do, like this team, let's run after the ball. Let's run after the ball. Well, the ball is like a big shiny object when you're in second grade, you know. Like, make them practice without balls. I don't know. Do they do stuff like that to these kids? Oh, they're such talents and they're so NBA. They're all going to go to the NBA, right? So they don't need to do these drills or be told what to do or be told not to go to the bar or really be told anything. What could they possibly learn from a coach or a mentor or anything like that? It's not happening. It's frustrating to watch. Thank you so much for being here today. You know, these Hoosiers, they piss us off in the worst kinds of ways. And we come here and we vent about it and we move on with our day because you know what? Football is great at Indiana and basketball sucks. And when was the last time you ever said that? Never. Thank you so much for joining me today on Indiana Sports Connection. Until next time, stay classy out there, Hoosier fans.